Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. Thank you Stripe here for the code. The last part, things got very creepy! And we're back at it again, so let's just silently go towards the cabin.
You make your way up.
Proceed. And we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter. Hi! Just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Oh, my auto's
She
not
makes a
on.
compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Tighten grip. I'm sorry, can we just talk? Give up, you've come this far.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Drop.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
No, I'm here to kill you. Apparently gonna end the world. I'm trying to see this mess.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
What's the thing? Hold up. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna examine the
You
chains.
walk up to the chains binding the princess to
Guess
the
you
wall.
don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful.
There isn't any
Well,
other
You
idea.
do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way.
Let me out, try the door, return. I do. Save.
Again.
Approach. Warn. Resist. Ah! What was the back button? I need to see who we're on. Not preferences. Not accessibility. Help. Rolls. Page up, rolls back. Well, I guess we'll find out if I'm on the right path. Proceed.
Warn.
Proceed. Looks like we are. Enter.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and
Yeah,
I'm not
take a
letting it
matter.
guess. I'm sure. Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Alright, take
You
the
take
blade.
the blade from the table.
Enter. Okay, good. Puts around their neck. Hit with
You
her.
step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close.
I'm gonna quick save. I want to make sure I actually get on the right path here. Sit closer.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her! I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Drop.
The weapon falls pathetically to the floor. The princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this
Okay,
next
we're
part.
gonna go back, because I was just gonna go ahead. Let's sit where
You
you're
do as
supposed
she
to sit.
asked.
Other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Okay, this is what I wanted.
Maybe it'll fit.
I want to examine that
I
chain.
hope I don't actually have to say this, but
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this is gonna happen to me?
No.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything, she's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time, and after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work. I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you nothing? The basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
Anyway, in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And... I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Ah. No get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a...
Roach.
This... You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding.
Oh, we've already gotten skeptics. You've changed. You're at the cabin. Approach.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the...
Wait. Thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Alright. Okay, so we get one more. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here.
Bring the prisoner to her. Alright. Let's quick save it again. And turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going...
Continue.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
See if this lets me.
That's strange. It looks like this path also...
Turn around again and leave again.
Really?
Down
Your
the
silence
path.
is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Oh, you're at the cabin again. It seems like the universe itself is created conversation with the princess. Well, I'm supposed to start walking in a different direction.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, the music.
In every direction, there is a path. and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why is there is that like a wall? The whole world ended. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead, and that the princess has yet to end the world, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know, I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Quick save. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Yep, okay. Cabin now where I'm definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
See,
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Let's save it to go between don't take the blade and take the blade. We're not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Harsh to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, An emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
I didn't realize I was here. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
It's okay.
Ah!
Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's the option? Try and free her. Wait, it's showing us the same option. What the heck? Try and free her, leave her in the basement, retrieve the blood. That's also is one option. There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Getting here was weird. Like, it was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Well, I know you're locked up here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Oh, don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
I get you out of here. Try and break free. I don't know what you are, but I can trust you. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve the blade.
That's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. Even though if she hears your reply, there's no choice. When everything is possible, nothing is.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Ouch.
This doesn't feel... Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
It's a small distance as you approach. Destroy nothing at all. Doesn't right, can't be nothing. Yada yada yada. Can I just like skip this part? Destroy. I don't need answers. Break the mirror without asking any questions was actually a thing. I know what you are. You're the long, quiet, and vast, and nascent god. It is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. To Kevin, one last time. When you arrive, bring the stranger to her. There's nothing for you to find. I'm gonna quick save it here. Actually no, they just wanna
I can finally see you.
continue.
And you can finally see me.
What happens now?
Over the passive play.
We already explored this, right? If I try and slay.
Violence has always been our language, hasn't it?
Okay.
If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Oh, right. Auto's off.
My masses are at you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything. A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
Remain silent.
But you say nothing. To deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
Remain silent.
And so your quietude continues.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
Silent.
Is your unbroken silence a lack of an answer? Or has your understanding begun to move beyond words?
The flesh is destroying the spirits. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. You did not resist my violence, but it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself to someone who thought she hated you? To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
Silence?
Still, you hide the contours of your heart from me. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be, preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning, To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Silence?
Your stoicism knows me well.
The clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Can I stay silent? No! I can't stay silent! I don't know what the answer is, but there's be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, I won't let you... But I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do.
Oh. Silent!
She's too.
Silent.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs.
Can you... You just look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk, maybe we can figure this out. The only thing left for us to do is leave.
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Take her hand?
Okay, let's do it.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Can I go back at this point? No. Okay, so very quick saving here. Leave. As well as Gary and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. Quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There is an energy in the silence, electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. Top of the stairs, Princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. Feel her hand tremble in yours. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. There's no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, Princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Iris knows what it's gonna be like out there.
And that's okay. That's the point, right? Side by side, stepping out into the unknown. Together.
What happens next? Whatever it is together, you'll face it together. Return. Load. Where's my quick saves? This one? Wait. Hold up. Load. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're good. Are you sure you don't want to?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right, but I'll be okay. I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
Leave.
Both of us, right?
Okay. There. Me okay alone?
I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave. Open? That just does that. Load. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Leave. Love you.
I love you too.
Okay, so let's just go in that loop. Got it. Let's load back into the ending. Missed you too.
Nate,
What happens now? Well, let's just do the sleigh. Alright. Chaos is need order but without reason. Okay, so stranger. I understand you then, but I think I understand you now.
you saw with a single pair of eyes what you needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. Is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you.
They'll see
By believing in
permanence
your
as a gift
suffering.
in time.
Or, in time, would they see it as a curse?
Found this torrent of blade.
Gonna snatch that body away, we have killed each other. We were self-destructive.
Were we self-destructive? Or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were.
Helps you out of fear and I'm not afraid of you anymore. That is why I resist you now.
And yet there is no reason to resist me beyond fear and delusion. If you aren't afraid of me, why would you resist me? Why would you force the rest of the world to resist me too?
I'm okay lingering.
To linger too long is to become worse than when you started. Would you rob yourself of all context to remain trapped in a single moment? You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Are you so desperate to destroy me that you've grown blind to the heavenly beauty of our reality? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it.
We done this? Okay, we have done this before. Can't let everything die? We done this?
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone.
Oh, we're back here. Here are you? Are you supposed to help? Put this place straight and said, well, I can help you with that.
There's still a piece of me.
No.
Too bad.
So
That's
I
probably
take the blade. Enter. Okay, let's just talk to us one more time before you kill me.
She sounded just... And down we go.
And you
We shouldn't
gonna
keep
do
her
this
waiting.
again, aren't you? You're gonna kill me now. You don't have to, you know
But
that,
if
right?
that's what you want, we might as well talk a bit first. I wouldn't mind a few extra minutes.
Quick save. Play.
So this is really...
Okay, so that's just that. Sit. Oh, what the other
Then maybe
options
you
are.
don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix this place, and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. If you
Did
can
I do
believe this helps them,
anything?
then it will help them.
Okay, we're
right?
like trying to see if we've done all these. Yeah. Play. Okay, so let's go into load and just go back here, stranger, and take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold it the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
Oh, it actually changed my cursor,
Just
by the
get on with it
way.
and deal with the princess already.
Oh, I could throw it out the window though. Oh, that would be... Throw.
Ah, yes! Do it! Seriously.
Bah.
You
Bah.
throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that. I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero. The
Enter.
door to the basement creaks open.
Okay, let's go down the soft stairs to the right.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
You okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Okay, so we're back here again. You're apparently a threat to the world, so I was sent here to slay you.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures, and where there was once just...
Well, yeah, here, what are you gonna do?
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer? What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Okay, I
Not a single real
feel
answer.
like we're just going...
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruct.
Okay, just some slightly different lines there, but... Let's actually take the blade. Take it. Let's hold it the other way and enter the basement. Center!
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the first...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Apparently threats to the world, I was sent here to slay you.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again, it's all...
Okay, so that's just that. What if I let you have it
I don't
here?
think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
I miss blood instruction. It's infuriating, isn't it?
Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Getting down here was weird. Like, it was pulled apart and put back together again. You don't have
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
What's your name?
Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it? No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
None of them have names.
There's more
There
of you.
must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before
you
things
start by
get more
stabbing her.
complicated than they... Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine?
I bet
This
that
is
line would have
reaching
been
its
different.
breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out.
Alright. Slay
Right. That's
something.
alright.
Mess.
Go on.
All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess, to strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to...
No. Okay, well... I'm actually curious. Let's just rush forward, take the blade, throw, enter. Upstairs on the right, I guess, again. Realize I was here, so okay, sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks,
Okay, it was weird. I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now, so I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here, but at least you're not alone. I'm not alone either.
We're probably stuck down here forever.
Oh, you're locked up here. Oh, it's just not playing right. That's your reason, right? You can't just lock up a princess like this.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only
I
other
can't
person
answer
I've ever
her,
seen.
can't we? What's the point of asking
Or
you
at
questions
least
if
the
we're
only
all
one I
getting a
can
million
remember.
I can't even
answers?
follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Well, yeah, I'm here. What are you gonna do?
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer?
A prisoner here, and whether or not you shove me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that.
Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
If you want to put an enemy, then put an end to
Not
me.
a single real. Wait, that's not right.
Okay. Nothing. Never knows if she hears your silence.
She's gone.
Alright, well, I guess that is the end of that bit, because, yeah. Guess I can, like, real quickly. Approach, gaze, God, it's so loud. Happens now. I think, really free yourself. So glass of your cage pressing on you, combine you across the infinite sides, infinite angles, push back and strain against it. It does not yield. Take her hand. Step into the infinite. See? I told you I could get to an end real quick. So, I guess we'll start a new game because we still have princesses and endings to get. So, I'll have to figure out how many more we have to get still, but those, right? One, I don't know. This has gone long enough because I was exploring past there. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Enjoyed the video. Consider liking, commenting, and/or subscribing if you really enjoyed it. Consider supporting the channel. Also greatly helps her keep being content like this and more. Found links for that in the description below, along with the links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. Thank you again, Stripe PR, for the code for the game. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!